Hello everyone and welcome back to Senior Cat Wellness. Today we're going to have a bit of fun. In this video it's all about that secret society. Well, it's not so secret, but it's something your dog owner friends probably won't quite understand. Today it's all about that inside track. 10 things that only cat owners will truly understand. So whether you're a seasoned cat parent or just considering bringing a little feline into your happy life, get ready to laugh, perhaps say, "Yep, I agree." I understand where you're coming from. Same. It's all the same when it comes to that understanding. If you know, you know, as the cool kids like to say. We'll start things off with the zoomies. I know Halloween is at the time of this video is about 3 or 4 weeks away, but the zoomies. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, but that's where your cat just runs amok, and your cat's running out of nowhere at just 3 in the morning, acting like they're attempting to qualify for a track event in the Olympics. Well, only cat owners will truly understand what that's like, what that looks like, and even feels like. Your cat's racing down the hallway, running into furniture, jumping on furniture, perhaps jumping over furniture, launching on the couch, just turning themselves into a pretzel for no reason while you're just standing there looking confused. Yeah. If you wonder what's going on, well, that's called the zoomies, and only true cat owners will really understand what that's all about, especially if you have to wake up to your cat running laps in your living room. Next up, when your cat chooses you, personally chooses you to show affection, you want to cuddle with your cat? Well, too bad. You need to work? Well, whatever. Now your cat is just right there in your lap, purring like just like it's my world, and you're just happy to be living in my world, my feline world. Cats, they really don't care what you're up to. So when they want to show you affection, you sort of have sometimes you have no choice but to drop what you're doing and cater to their needs. So that's something that a cat owner would only understand. Getting maybe interrupted in a sweet way, but interrupted no less because they want your attention and affection. Well, let's talk about that litter box. You thought cleaning that litter box was easy? Well, it's not. It plays out so well. It's like a beautiful symphony in your mind, but cleaning the litter box, no. Different ways of scooping, let's call it, the litter, the battle of the litter, let's call it, all million different kinds of litter, the textures. If you know, you know, here again. So, the litter box, dealing with the litter box. You change the brand of litter to maybe fit your needs when it comes to making the cleaning easier. Well, that change just made your cat upset because they don't like the texture. So, the litter box, when I tell just a random person that doesn't own a cat, just clean it out, once a week or so, well, clean it out. How bad could that be? It's like washing the dishes, right? Nope. There's a lot of ins and outs to cleaning that litter box, and only a real true cat owner would understand all of that. Let's talk about just the surface area in your home. What you'll find as a cat owners can tell you, there's really no such thing as boundaries, especially in the early days when your cat's trying to figure out you and figure out their new living space. Everything is game on. Nothing is off limits. Countertops, they can jump up on that, the table, the couch. If you can name it, if you can think it up, they can jump on it. It doesn't matter if it's 4 in the afternoon or 4 in the morning. So, cat owners, there's no such thing as off limits. Your home is just one big playground, and it's your job to sort of reel this in. So, cat owners can back me up. It's all fair game until you declare that it's not, right? Well, and here's another one. This is a good one. This is a funny one. There's been jokes forever about this. Cats don't want the cat toy, that expensive cat toy that you bought or that has arrived in the mail. They just want the box that it came in, right? They're more happy with a cardboard box than that expensive cat toy. This isn't true all the time, of course, but it's true a lot of the times. I'd say more than audience, back me up. What do you say? 65%, maybe? Maybe more? So, just be mindful, especially new owners. Don't be shocked if your cat doesn't care about that toy you bought and they're more interested in playing around or even sleeping in that cardboard box that it came in. Once again, something only real cat owners would know and understand. Now let's talk about kneading, right? Making bread. You're just relaxing on the couch watching the big game. Your cat jumps into your lap, and the next thing you know, up and down on your forearm, on your stomach, on your thigh, on your chest, even on your forehead. I don't know. It could be anything. And you might have some bruises in the aftermath. when the cats get into that kneading mindset, you can look into their eyes. It's like they're in a trance. Nothing could break their trance. It's go time and it's kneading time. I think most people know what kneading is when it comes to felines, but unless you've had it done, had it done to you, it's a whole other ball game. You're trying to watch the ball game and your cat's sort of playing their own game, right? So kneading, just another thing that only cat owners will understand. What about this one? Your cat's watching you, even when you don't know it. Could be taking a shower. That could be standing outside the bathroom, right? You could be using the bathroom, trying to eat. It all depends on the structure of your home, of course, and as well as the cat's personality, obviously. But a lot of cats, they just love to be in on the action. Whatever you're doing, they have to check it out because if you got that bond of trust, that strong loyalty, that strong bond, which is the ultimate goal, but sometimes hey, cats can get so needy that they have to be your shadow. So whatever you're into, whatever you're doing, your cat could be looking. So be prepared. It's lights, camera, action. You're always on because your cat is always looking. Next up, cats. We always say they're aloof and they don't care. They're just independent and they make the rules. Well, they can do that, and then 20 minutes later they're in your lap begging for attention. So understand that it's hot and cold and it can change within one sentence to the next. You could be dealing with a different type of cat. They're ignoring you, then the next minute they want to cuddle. So this back and forth game. Now, some cats are more set in one way than the other, but I think we can all agree that you need to be prepared for all seasons because a cat could give you all seasons in the span of maybe 15 minutes. So that cat that wants to ignore you, 5 minutes later, they want your attention. So be prepared for all types of weather when it comes to your cat and your cat's personality. Next up, fur balls, right? Fur balls. If you wear a black shirt, black pants, just be prepared. There's really nothing you can do about it. So your clothing, your furniture, you do the best you can. We all do the best we can, but you can't get all of it, even with the best combs and fur collectors and rollers and all that jazz. Cat fur, cat hair, fur balls, hair balls, whatever you want to call it. There's just going to be cat in your home, cat fur in your home. So that vacuum cleaner, become best friends with that vacuum cleaner. That's all I can really say. And next up, hey, some cats. I think a lot of the audience here, they're family members, right? They're not just an animal that you've taken in out of the goodness of your heart. If you've owned a cat, especially for many, many, many years, they are family. So they get treated like family, and they will treat you like you're part of their family. And I think from the outside looking in, a lot of people look at cats and cat owners, and they may not understand that connection, but it's the same, I guess, with most animals, right? If you're a loving person, a loving owner, and you have a loving animal, over time that bond is very strong, and they're definitely part of the family. To the wonderful audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on this topic? Those personal stories. You know how I always ask for those stories, but if any video is ever going to give that call to action about personal stories, this is the topic that was made just for it. So, what are some of the things that your cat does that is maybe, quite frankly, only unique, let's say, to your ownership journey and the adventures of owning a cat? Anything that I did not include that would make the top 3 on your list? That's where you can need to come in and tell me all about it in that comment section. As always, that comment section, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, found it fun, found it enjoyable, and perhaps even informative, please give the video a like, share it out, and subscribe to us right here at Senior Cat Wellness. Until next time, you know how it goes. We will talk to you later.